Webinar into a really exciting project that Leopold Marketing are working on alongside Meet in Wales. My name's Leo Lloyd and I am the Managing Director of Leopold Marketing, and it's my pleasure to share with you some opportunities of how you can unlock new economic growth through business events in Wales. So during the course of the webinar today, we're going to be reviewing a few points as to what the project is all about and how business events can really help grow your business in Wales. We'll talk about the Regional Engagement Project and what it's all about. As we go through the webinar today, we'll be talking a little bit about the importance of working together. This project is all about collaboration, and by us all working together, we can help grow your footprint in the business event landscape. And then the final part of the webinar, we're going to be talking about what we can collectively achieve together and the next steps of how you can be getting involved. I'd like to start off talking about business events. So business events, ultimately, they're all about growing economic impact and growing money and helping you drive more business into your own businesses and indeed your own respective areas of Wales. So a few key points for you here. When we talk about business events, a business event will typically generate the spend 4 times that of a leisure visitor. So it's a really, really useful way by working in the business events landscape to get more bang for your buck. It's all about working a little bit hard, a little bit smarter, rather than a little bit harder. When we can attract events from the international business events landscape, as you can see from the slide here, you'll see that there is a huge increase in spend by an international delegate in comparison to a domestic delegate. So an international delegate on average will spend £1,824 when in a destination, as opposed to £328 from a domestic delegate. Events throughout the United Kingdom are really big business. It is anticipated that events throughout the whole of the UK will be worth £61.65 billion by 2026. And this represents about 15% of the total tourism spend throughout the United Kingdom. Now, Wales plays a really, really important part of this. Wales population makes up around about 4% of the total UK population, but business event spend throughout Wales is forecast to be about 2.1% of the total spend in 2026. So given that we are a comparatively small element in terms of geography and population of the UK, we are hitting pretty hard when it comes to business events. But by delivering this project, we can all work collectively to grow that spend and generate more business event spend for Wales. One of the really nice points about business events is that many delegates that attend an event in a given location then choose to return as leisure visitors. So a business event acts as a wonderful marketing opportunity for those of you that also have leisure product as well. The tourism sector is really important when it comes to supporting our local communities. And in Wales, in Wales, we have a much larger footprint for employment than we do throughout the rest of the UK. So UK tourism supports about 10% of total population, but in Wales, we can see those figures are a couple of percentage points higher. Throughout this webinar, you'll see some red links that we have provided with you. What you'll find in the document that accompanies this video webinar, the PDF that we have put together for you, you can click on the links and have a look at all of the various research that supports this information. Business events aren't just about more money. They are about helping improve those businesses in Wales that are affected by seasonality. So as you can see from the two graphs here, which have been sourced from Visit Britain, a flattening effect throughout the year. So very roughly speaking, business events will take place throughout the year, whereas as you can see from the table on the right hand side, when we look at periods such as January to March, leisure visitors drop down to 18% in comparison to 24% for January and March for business events. So by attracting events from the business events landscape, it can help you grow your season. So for those of you that don't have much activity taking place, say in March or in October, it allows you to extend out the season. What we also find with business events is that they typically take place outside of school holidays. So it allows you to really maximize your own assets and have events take place with you throughout the year, and indeed through days of the week which wouldn't typically be used by a leisure event or a personal event such as a wedding. Okay, I'd like to spend a few minutes now talking a little bit about Meet in Wales. So this project is being delivered by Leopold Marketing in conjunction with Meet in Wales. I know many of you are aware of Meet in Wales, but just wanted to take a couple of minutes just to highlight a few points with regards to the wonderful team at Meet in Wales. So Meet in Wales is a government team that is tasked with promoting Wales as a business events destination. Promotion is very much the sort of the key here with Meet in Wales. They are there, they are active in the marketplace, undertaking events throughout the United Kingdom and around the world to really raise the profile of Wales as a highly viable and welcoming business events destination. The team work across a lot of sectors within business events, and this includes large association events that take place in venues that have that capacity. But where this project really fits in is promoting Wales to those corporate organisations that are looking at organising smaller, very experiential meetings. The team champion the products and services that are available throughout Wales and really help take them to the marketplace. So think of Meet in Wales as a conduit, as a pipeline to help get your product in front of the right people so that you can then have those conversations with them and win business. Now, Meet in Wales do all of this activity, but they cannot do it without your help. First and foremost, the Meet in Wales team, they need to know about you. They need to know about what your product is, what you can offer the events market, and how you can add to the amazing portfolio of products and events that make up this wonderful offer that we have throughout the whole of Wales. The Meet in Wales team are small and mighty, and they provide a complete and comprehensive range of services to event planners. First and foremost, they share information about product through activity that we've talked about, through being on site at exhibitions throughout the world, through trade workshops, and so on and so forth, to get the product right in front of event planners. Meet in Wales also have a fantastic digital resource, and if you've not looked at it, I'd really encourage you to do so. And this resource attracts thousands of hits per month by people looking to place business throughout Wales. Meet in Wales also provide a suite of tools and resources to support event planners in strengthening their bid preparations so that they can take the information from Wales and put it in front of key decision makers. Meet in Wales also help buyers connect with Welsh-based tourism and hospitality suppliers who can enhance the delegate experience whilst they're attending events. So really help building up a lovely comprehensive programme. There's some further points that you can see on the slide here about Meet in Wales, and I'd strongly encourage you to click on the links that you can see below in red on the PDF that's been provided so that you can find out how to get involved with the Meet in Wales team. So when we talk about business events, it's all about diversity. Now, many of you may be thinking that a business event needs a very large hotel, it needs a large conference centre, and we're looking at attracting events for thousands and thousands of people. That is very true in some cases, but not in all cases. And throughout the areas of Wales that this project is involved in, we have got a huge range of products that is suitable for the smaller meetings market. And when we say smaller meetings, we're talking up to about 50 people. When we plan a business event, it is much more about a meeting room and accommodation. We need transport to get people to the destination and indeed to get them around the destination. Obviously, we need accommodation for people to stay in the destination, and increasingly so, event planners are looking for accommodation in a variety of really experiential locations. And this is where the project area that we're talking about, which we'll come on to in a minute or two, is really, really suitable. We need meeting spaces, which might not necessarily just be a meeting room. It could be an outdoor space, it could be a restaurant, it could be a community space, really to get an experiential activity undergoing. We've got to keep everyone fed and watered whilst they're attending a business event, and catering makes up a huge part of a return on a delegate experience. And if we think about the wonderful food and beverage offer we have in Wales, it's highly attractive to the meetings market. On many occasions, we may need to use AV, and this can be anything from a simple screen and projector setup to a more large scale setup. Increasingly so, activation, team building, and activities are really important for event planners. Long gone are the days where people want to just sit in a very bland meeting room for 8 hours and be talked at by PowerPoint. More and more so, as organisations bring their teams together, they want to undertake some form of activity. And this could be anything from extreme sports like co-steering or doing some white water rafting, through to something a little bit more relaxed like a yoga session, undertaking a cookery class, or getting back to nature. When a business event takes place, it's not all about what goes on during the meeting. Business event planners also like to undertake off-site experiences, such as taking people to local restaurants and attractions and offering the opportunity to participate in the local retail. Many organisations also make use of an event planner or a destination management company to support them in delivering their event on the ground. And these are very much professional organisations and individuals that can help deliver everything seamlessly and have got fantastic on the ground knowledge. Photography and videography also makes up some parts of business events, as everyone likes to capture what has happened and indeed share that primarily through social media during the event and when the event has happened. Many events make use of floral and theming to really bring their event to life, and this often dovetails in with entertainment. And what could be better than sourcing a local band or a local after dinner speaker to participate in the event and really, really add to it. And then finally, it is often the case that event planners would like to give their delegates either a gift or a giveaway at the end of the event to remind them of everything that has been going on. As we've been talking a little bit about, we are looking very much to align the attributes that we have in Wales with trends in the marketplace. As we are now conducting many of our run-of-the-mill meetings online, what a lot of event planners are looking to do is really generate an experience. Buyers and delegates no longer want to be sat in very bland spaces where they could be absolutely anywhere in the world. They want to undertake activities that are authentic. And where could be better than Wales to deliver some amazing, authentic experiences? Even though we are doing our run-of-the-mill meetings online much more, what a lot of event planners and delegates are realizing is that being face to face delivers so much more than an online meeting ever can. And as such, they want those meetings to matter and to really count. Now, we do have to recognise as well that being a wonderful rural nation in many parts, we do not have the greatest accessibility as far as we don't have motorways running through the middle of the country, and many areas of the country may not be connected by rail. But what we can do is say that getting to Wales is part of the experience. It may be a long journey from where a delegate is arriving to where the event will take place, but let's face it, what could be a better journey than through our wonderful communities in Wales? And it really makes the journey worthwhile. Culture plays a huge part in adding to an authentic delegate experience, and we have got some amazing culture. Think of our wonderful language, our wonderful food, our wonderful music, and our wonderful natural landscapes. Adding all of those together really enriches the delegate experience. For many organisations, they like to be a big fish in a small pond. So by using a smaller venue, which we have in great numbers throughout Wales, we can create a big fish in small pond effect, and it allows our delegates and our event organisers to feel as though they're having a very exclusive experience, which adds to the overall effect. Everyone in Wales is part of a very close-knit community. And when I moved to Dolgellau 3 years ago, nothing could have been more apparent that what a wonderful community that we are. And by being close communities, it allows us to collaborate and it allows us to work much more effectively. Um, with many of the businesses throughout Wales being independently owned, it allows us to have some wonderful flexibility and deliver things that larger corporate organisations might not necessarily be able to do. Okay, so hopefully I've just given you a little bit of an overview there on why business events are great for your businesses and how they align to the proposition that we have in Wales. So I'd like to spend the next part of the webinar just talking through what the Regional Engagement Project is all about. Okay, so to start off with then, this regional engagement project initially is being run through the counties of Ceredigion, Pembrokeshire and Powys, and everyone that this webinar has been sent to all fits into those geographic areas. Leopold Marketing will be working in conjunction with Meet in Wales and indeed hopefully yourselves to deliver this initiative right up until the end of 2025. We have some key targets that we'd like to achieve. And first and foremost, what we'd like to understand is what product do we have throughout Ceredigion, Pembrokeshire and Powys that we can take to the marketplace? We're doing a big piece of research at the moment to understand and present to the market relevant business event products and suppliers. Moving on from that, what we'd really like to do is understand what activity, if any at all, you are currently undertaking in the business events landscape. And if you're not doing anything at the moment, to understand whether this is something that you would be interested in getting involved in. Moving on from that, this isn't all about product. This is also understanding about how local authorities and businesses can collaborate and work together to make sure that we're all on the same page and taking everything forward to ensure that we are getting a return on this project. Now, we understand that for many of you, the business events landscape might be something completely new. It may be something that you have a little knowledge of or none at all. So what we would like to understand is what education you need, and we will then be going on to deliver education activity to help you understand the market and get your product into the marketplace. Moving on from that, what we would like to do is help you deliver a bookable offer, taking what you've already got, fine-tuning it and making sure that it is something that can be taken to the market so that we can promote you and that buyers can then go on to book your product. And then the final stage, the final target for this project is to put together an action plan that can possibly then become an example of best practice for regional engagement throughout the whole of Wales. So we are very much leading the way on this project, and we would be delighted for you to be part of it. This is a multi-phase project that we will be delivering to get results for absolutely everyone. It's a project that has been 100% funded by the Welsh Government, and it is due to run up until December 2025. This is a hard deadline, so the sooner that you can get involved with us in this project, the more we can help you and the more that we can demonstrate that business events are really viable throughout Ceredigion, Pembrokeshire and Powys. The Leopold marketing team will be providing you with a complete range of training, support, and guidance, and to help you work in partnership both with other businesses and with your local authority partners to achieve results and to get your business into the event sector and grow future business. In addition to the training and support that we've talked about, Leopold Marketing are also going to be delivering a range of marketing and support materials to promote Wales and Wales-based businesses in the UK and international audiences. And these resources will be available not only to yourselves, but will also be used by local authorities and by the Meet in Wales team. As I just mentioned, the project is scheduled to run throughout 2025, and it will be it will be timed, to fit businesses' schedules as far as possible. But the offer is limited, and we do have to complete the project by the end of December. Just to reiterate, there are no catches and there are no payments required by anyone getting involved in this project. It has been 100% funded by Welsh Government, and if you like what you see, we are here to support you. The one caveat I will just make, though, is that this project will only work if you get involved and get engaged with us and collectively support the initiative. Okay, so I'd like to spend a couple of minutes now just to give you a very brief overview on what Leopold Marketing does. Okay, so we are a specialist marketing consultancy that supports organisations in the venue and destination promotional landscape. So any kind of place, be that a venue, a city, a region, or a country, we support them to refine their offer and open new doors to new markets. So this is exactly the kind of project that we work on. We help organisations that have an existing product and take you into different marketplaces. We work exclusively in the destination promotion market. We do not work in any other sector. We are purely involved in promoting places and destinations. It is very much our aim to support you to grow your revenue as a business within your wider destination, and in turn this helps you support your local visitor economy, which in turn supports your local community. It creates jobs and it improves economic prospects for everyone throughout our communities. Just a few very quick examples of some projects that we have recently worked on. A couple of years ago, we undertook a product audit of all tourism products across Wales and helped the Meet in Wales team to further engage with businesses. We have delivered projects for Visit Britain and Meet England. And one of our highlights recently has been delivering a project to promote incentive tourism throughout the whole of England. We have delivered over the years a large number of familiarisation trips, and one of the ones we've done recently has been for Marketing Manchester. This particular fam trip was for large-scale association conferences that are looking to place large events into Manchester. And our recent project, the most recent project, most hot off the press, is that we have been designing and building exhibition stands for Meet in Wales, the latest of which was at the Meeting Show, which took place last week. As I mentioned in the introduction, this project is all about working together. And by working together, we can achieve great things. Leopold Marketing and Meet in Wales cannot deliver this activity by ourselves. We really need those of you that are interested to come on board and collaborate with us so that we can promote your product to the business events market. But in order to do that, we need to know about your product. We need to know that your product is right for the market. And we want to help break down those barriers and address the somewhat fragmented approach that currently exists through working together. So collaboration is key in everything that we do through this particular project. We really need you to communicate with us. We need you to tell us what you need. We need you to tell us what support that you need through your local authority partners. And then by doing that, we can help feed into local authority economic and strategic plans. We are very much here to listen and to support with you. It's, as we've mentioned, this project is a short-term project which runs up until December, but by undertaking this short-term project, we collectively will gain in the long term. We're here to empower you and to help you collectively take this forward for the good of your own businesses and to help you with those year-round opportunities that we've mentioned and how you can help grow the season and flatten seasonality. We really want to get you all to know each other. I think sometimes it's very easy for us to work in silos based on where we are geographically located. But what we want to do, this is very much this project, is work across local authority borders so that we can generate greater impact. We are a geographically small country, but we are very, very product rich. And we really want to work with you to shout about it and show how we can really welcome the business events community to all over the world into our local community. And ultimately, we all have the same goal. I think everyone, it's fair to say, recognises that the more business that we can generate, the better economic prospects we have for ourselves and indeed for all of our communities. And ultimately, everyone wants this project to succeed. So, what can we achieve together? Um, we are very much aiming high and looking at getting some great results from this particular project. And by working collaboratively and by being proactive, you can collectively become market ready to generate leads that turn into highly valuable business prospects all years round. By working together, aiming high and getting results, we can help flatten seasonality and improve profits for everybody. As I've mentioned when I talked about Meeting Wales, the team have a really powerful database which is accessed by thousands of people every month. And by doing that, we can help grow this database of engaged product and really, really begin to put your message out into the global marketplace and drive business into all of our destinations. As part of the project, Leopold Marketing will be developing a range of digital content which highlights our regional offer. This activity and digital content will be used not only by Meeting Wales, but will be accessible by destination management companies and is available to yourself to help promote your own offer and those supporting offers that will help drive business. We can help demonstrate to our audiences that Wales has got a really rich and viable, attractive proposition for event planners. And let's face it, we've got some amazing products that we want to shout about, but we just need you to get engaged and to tell us all about it. Um, we talked in the introduction about how there can be crossover from business events into leisure events, and by undertaking this activity, we can get a bit of a double hit in that we can help people encourage coming back as a leisure visitor once they've undertaken a business event. And then ultimately, this activity will lead into the development of an action plan to grow, develop, and manage our business events offer. So I hope you've liked what you've seen so far, and I hope that you understand that this is a really, really exciting opportunity for us all to help grow our business over the next few months. So moving on now, I'd like to talk about how you can get involved and some of the next steps. So if you've liked what you've seen so far, we're undertaking a range of activity to support the project. The first part that has been being undertaken for the past few months is that we are identifying and mapping your products. This has been a desk-based exercise, and we've been having a look to see whether your product is suitable or could be suitable for the business events market. And the fact that you're watching this webinar today is a demonstration that we think that we can support you and put your product into the business events landscape. Moving on to this, we're providing you with an introduction to business tourism, and that's exactly what we're doing now by having a look at this webinar. Moving on from the webinar, we would like to invite you to attend a interactive one-day training workshop. This will be a really fun workshop where you can come along, get to know our team, and indeed get to know each other. And during the workshop, we'll be doing a deep dive into how you can align your soft product into the business events marketplace. Now, when we talk about soft product, that is about the elements that are not they're not fixed capital projects. We are not going to be asking you to build an extension or a meeting room or bedrooms. We're looking about what have you currently got and how can we tweak it in a soft way to make it fit the business events market. Throughout the interactive one-day workshop, we will be supporting you in developing routes to market and looking at your networks. Who can you work with locally, for example, so that you can join your products together and have a really exciting proposition. We'll be supporting you in developing your marketing messaging and sales processes to make sure that it's aligned into the business events market. And this can be a really simple activity, just even adding pages to your website that talk about business events if you don't already do so. And then finally, in the interactive workshop, we will be supporting you in how you put together a proposal and communicate with business event planners. We've undertaken a number of these workshops all throughout the United Kingdom over the years, and I can say they're really fun. You're not going to be talked at all day. These are really interactive, and we'll be very much listening and taking all of your ideas on board. If you take part in the interactive one-day workshop, we would then be delighted to offer you your own bespoke one-to-one consultation. And that will be a 2-hour face-to-face consultation session where we can tailor make an action plan for your business. Your one-to-one consultation can take place either in your own premises. Myself and my team will come and visit you, or if it's more suitable for you, we can undertake your one-to-one consultation through Zoom. I would just like to reiterate that we will only be offering one-to-one consultations to those organisations that have taken place in the interactive one-day workshop. Finally, on this particular section, we will be developing a range of marketing collateral, which will be digital marketing collateral, which the Meet in Wales team will be used globally to promote your product and where it sits within the fantastic offer we have throughout Wales. Okay, so just in terms of where you move forward from this, if you've liked what you've seen so far and you'd like to get involved, we'd like to ask you to complete the short survey, which is attached to the email which has had the link to this webinar in. It will literally take you 2 minutes to complete, and this just allows us to see if you would like to get involved and indeed if you would like to take place in our interactive training workshops. Our interactive training workshops, currently we have not set dates and locations for them. We are listening to you as to where you would like these to take place. We appreciate everyone is very busy, so we want to make sure that we have the locations, the day of the week, and the timings aligned to what you would like to do. So if you can complete that survey and send it back to us, that would be amazing, and then we can move everything forward on there. As I've just mentioned, your one-to-one coaching sessions can either be face-to-face or on Zoom, and we will very much work alongside you to tailor these and schedule these whenever you would like to take place. If you have any questions, any comments, any queries, please can I ask that you direct those to my colleague, Katie Fitties, who is Leopold Marketing's Operations Director, and Katie would be absolutely thrilled to support you and answer any of the questions that you may have. So thank you very much for your time. I hope you've enjoyed watching this webinar. I know I've gone through some information quite quickly today. There is a PDF of the slides in this webinar, which accompany the video. So if you'd like to go back and go through those, then hopefully that will answer you. So thank you very much for listening, and I really do hope that you would like to be part of this activity, which is truly exciting. So thank you for listening, and I look forward to speaking to you soon.